Why starting a YouTube channel, even if no one watches, is a brilliant idea. Now, that doesn't make sense, but it does. Hear me out. Because the thing is, right, sometimes we think we'll start this YouTube channel and so many people are going to be watching our videos and therefore it will then be worth it to have this YouTube channel. But the thing is, with YouTube, especially when you're getting started, right, you may hardly see any views and you'll be so discouraged by that. But what you are doing is you are building your skill set. You'll start this journey and you'll realize that you are learning about researching topics, you are learning about design because you'll have to design your thumbnails. You'll be learning about looking at other people's channels and seeing what works for them and then creating your version of their most popular videos if their channel is very similar to yours. You'll be learning so many things, right? And as you learn, you'll become more confident about your abilities as a YouTuber. Oh, and public speaking is huge. Now you'll be saying, but I'm sitting alone right now. Where's the public? But eventually, people will watch your videos, right? But in the interim, while nobody is watching your videos, especially with the first videos, you will learn how to speak on camera. I'm using my phone, right? But it's so bizarre. I will say it's really bizarre when you're sitting by yourself and you're talking. But people are going to be watching your videos at some point, and to be able to learn how to speak effectively is such a great tool. I'm still learning about this. I'm still trying to figure it out, even though this channel, it took me 1 year, 3 months to be monetized. And even with speaking on camera, it's still something that I'm learning as I go along. And YouTube is such a wonderful creative outlet. Just say you have your typical 9-to-5 job and yeah, you like your job, but you don't feel like it gives you that outlet where you can be your creative self. But with YouTube, you can express your creativity, whether you have a cooking channel or a beauty channel, or whether you teach finance and you love to create videos around it. It gives you a space where you can tap into your creativity. Personal growth. Now, I'll say to you that when I started on this channel, you think, oh, what will people say? What will people think? And you're so nervous about starting a channel because of the spotlight effect, where we think if we start something, all eyes are on us. But the reality is people are just busy with their lives and they're getting on with their lives. So what YouTube teaches you is to grow in confidence, because the more often you put yourself out here on this platform, the more confident you become. And it also limits that fear that you have of starting something new. And that transcends into other aspects of your life as well. Because if you can face your fear here on such a public platform, you can face your fears in your other parts of your life as well. So it's very, very empowering. Problem solving. Well, how does starting a YouTube channel help me with problem solving? Well, believe me, you'll have tech issues from time to time. You'll think, well, I'm using my phone. You'll think, oh, my phone is ready to go. But no, you do not have enough storage space, or you have problems with the audio and you have to figure that out, or you are learning how to edit and you have to figure that out. So you have to manage the problems, find solutions to the problems as well. YouTube is a great way to have a portfolio. For example, just say you are a website creator and you teach people on YouTube about how to create websites. Clients can then contact you and you can create websites for them based on the fact that they have seen your evidence of work through your portfolio. So it's a wonderful way to advertise your business as well. But YouTube can also just be seen as a hobby. And the great thing is you have that choice. You can choose. Do you want YouTube to be a business? Do you want it to be a hobby? Or maybe you can make it a hobby first and then it later become a business. You have the ability to choose how you want to operate your YouTube channel because it is your channel. With your YouTube channel, you'll also be able to visually see a documentation of your progress, because you will see the difference from your first video to your 20th video. You will see that you've improved as you went along and that you didn't give up and then you stuck the course and that you became better at creating content. And it's lovely to see your growth. It's fantastic. It makes you feel like okay, I can actually see that I have improved, and I'm eager to learn more, to have fun on this journey, and to learn. And I'm not going to say to you that YouTube is wonderful 24/7. No, I'm going to tell you that YouTube can be really stressful at times, especially as a small YouTuber, because we can sometimes expect too much of ourselves too soon. And we can also compare ourselves to other YouTubers and think, well, why aren't we getting that levels of success? But what YouTube will also teach you is that you shouldn't compare yourself to other YouTubers, because your journey is yours alone. And you will get there if you improve each video as you go along, and if you are consistent with publishing videos. With YouTube, you also build connections because, for example, just say your channel is about homeschooling, and then in your comment section, you'll have other people who are also doing homeschooling. So you'll be able to connect with like-minded individuals. And that can be really beneficial because you are all working towards a similar goal of homeschooling your children. And then there's the wonderful monetization potential. So yes, maybe people are not watching your channel at the moment because you've started, and that's completely natural. But eventually you'll have the opportunity to monetize your channel, right? And when that does happen, when you get the 4,000 watch hours, the 1,000 subscribers within a 12-month time frame, then you'll see money slowly coming in. And it's very encouraging because it opens up so many opportunities. You can also get sponsorships, you can get brand deals, etc. And I'm not saying you'll be a millionaire overnight, but it's lovely to see that you can get monetized and that you can actually get money from being creative. It took me 1 year, 3 months to become monetized on this channel, and the money that I make is really minimal, but I'm thrilled by it. YouTube also helps you with resilience building, because sometimes there will be people that will say nasty things, online. But then you realize it's more about them than you. It doesn't really tell you anything about you, because sometimes hurt people, they hurt other people. So it's actually quite sad. And so you started this channel, and I'm telling you, it's a brilliant idea to start a channel even if no one watches, because what you'll also learn is about perseverance. Because sometimes you'll put your heart and soul into a video and you won't get many views and it'll feel like crap, but you know what? You keep going. You'll keep at it because you know that this is part of the journey. The part of the journey is that you get up and you try again and again and again, because you learn as you go along, you improve as you go along, and have fun with it. Have fun with it as well. Especially with YouTube, if you are teaching people something new, it can have such an amazing impact on the people that are watching your content. Or even if you provide entertaining videos, entertainment, it can make somebody feel really great after a really crappy day. So the fact that your content can resonate with people and can improve their lives is such a wonderful thing. So starting a YouTube channel gives you so much fulfillment, right, in terms of your creativity, in terms of expanding your knowledge, in terms of pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, of being in front of potentially thousands of people, even though nobody's watching when you first start. But it pushes you out of that comfort zone. And it does it in such a huge way, because here you are being empowered to know about the processes behind YouTube. But at the same time, you are also being empowered because your confidence is growing. You are facing your fears. You are no longer have a limited mindset. You're operating from a place of potential abundance. And yes, sometimes you can hear those things and they can sound like absolute hogwash. But it is true. When you start believing that so much is possible, then you start living your way, living your life in that kind of way where so much is possible. And the reality is that so much is possible. And you may not see that initially when you're starting off on YouTube, because hardly anybody is watching or no one is watching at first. But eventually, people will start watching your content and your videos will get better. But the thing is, you have to make that initial step. And if you have made that initial step and you've put out a few videos but you haven't continued, well, you need to continue. If this is something that you want, continue, because you will learn as you go along. And also watch this video about how I became monetized, and it can show you that it is possible. Sometimes we start something and we don't know how we'll get to the end goal, if that's your end goal of being monetized. But it is possible. It's there. It's there for you, and you can attain it. So be sure to watch that video as well.